Now, when you say bring in the British Navy and the protection, of course the Navy has to lay down a protection plan. Now, I understand that one of these ships was outside the area in which the Navy could give it protection at that particular time. And so I think that the ship's trawlers will do well to accept, of course, the conditions laid down by the Navy. Then they can fish and then they can have adequate protection. That's what we have to ensure.
Sir Alec, will our Navy attack this Icelandic gunboat, the AIA, if they meet in the next few days?
Well, I say the Navy has got their instructions, and I don't think it's in the public interest to say what those instructions are. Except I'd say this, we don't want to hot this Cod War up. It's the last thing on earth we want to do. We don't want to risk casualties. Could easily have happened yesterday by the Icelanders' action. We don't want to risk that. Now, the remedy is quite simple. What has to be done is for the British to withdraw their navy, the Icelanders to withdraw their naval ships, but simultaneously, and then get back to a negotiation on a named date.
Sir Alec, in a curious way, could this incident benefit us, that it could swing public opinion behind us? It's difficult to appear a bully while somebody else is shooting up your trawlers.
Well, that's right, but yes, I dare say that it could do something to help public opinion to come on our side. You see, there's been a proposition advanced, which is that a small nation can break the law. And when it does, a large nation is really not entitled to defend itself. Well, that's an untenable proposition, and we can't admit it. But what we would like to do is to get back into a negotiation, and I say, any day we could get back into negotiation if only we could arrange a simultaneous withdrawal. The withdrawal by our Navy beyond the 50-mile limit, and the stopping of harassing by the Icelanders.